The biggest thing that KSNA does for me is it represents me to national and regional and local government. And those are battles that I think are best won when you have a group of people working on a common issue instead of me as an individual nurse going to lawmakers to decide what my practice should be as a nurse.
KSNA is truly the voice for nursing, and whether they know it or not, there's all kinds of work that's going on behind the scenes that have to do with their licensure and their practice regulation. And KSNA actually serves as that connection with the legislative body through lobbying efforts and to make the voice heard.
I guess I just can't imagine being a professional nurse without being a member of Kansas State Nurses Association for me. So to me they go one and the same. Part of my life as being a registered nurse as being a KSNA member.
I've always felt it important to belong to your professional organization. It's just a matter of principle with me. And I've found it to be delightful. You meet other people in your profession, and sometimes you'll have some ideas that you like.
Certainly in nursing, we need a professional organization that promotes nursing standards and ensures that nurses can practice to their fullest extent, protect what we call their scope of practice, because nursing is a regulated profession, as it should be, and to ensure that the nurse at the bedside and the nurse in another setting has a collective voice in making recommendations and determinations related to self-governance of the profession. And without a professional organization, that is an incredibly difficult task. It's sometimes a challenge with the professional organization when you've got opposing interests to what nurses are trying to accomplish. Safe standards, safe needles, other interests, hospitals, medicine, organized medicine, trying to keep nurses in a different place than they should be or could be.
This organization has meant a great deal to me personally in terms of the professional connections that I've made, truly the knowledge that I've gained over the years by being active in the membership. But now what it provides to me is a rich network of professional colleagues that I have deep respect for. And I would say, having been a nurse for 30 years, I now appreciate what KSNA actually does for me and for the nursing profession in terms of protecting my practice and providing education and really being the voice of nursing in Kansas.
The chances for leadership, the chances for professional development, the chances for serving others, the chances for running for elections, the chances for adding to the ethos of where our profession is going are innumerable.
KSNA has meant a lot in the fact that I think every nurse should belong to a professional organization, because the one thing we can't be is if we are working at our jobs, whether for myself right now, nurse educator, or as a staff nurse, or at leadership someplace, you can't be everywhere at one time. And so it's so important that we have professional organizations. Therefore, those nurses that are involved at different levels, like say legislative, they can be up here in Topeka doing the legislative things that we can when we're working, and just the networking and having the ability to gain all this information about all the different activities that are required, keeping regulatories and just the networking that you have, and just the whole professional responsibility of belonging to an organization.
Development as a quote-unquote professional versus a nurse. It's allowed me that opportunity, and it has guided me in that opportunity.
When we get to convention, they're hi Mike, or hi, how are you doing? Long time no see. It feels good to touch base with them and talk and see how things are going in their practice, and that's important, the social aspect, which is an area that we're moving forward with and hoping to improve so that we can increase the relevancy to even the younger nurses that are starting out. The ability to exchange ideas, to learn new things from convention, from meetings and such, to be involved in the voice of nursing in the state is important because I do have a say, and the more that I participate, the more credibility that I have, and the more influence, and the influence is important.
It let me meet the people. It let me do the things that I wouldn't have had access to ever before, that made me who I am as a practicing nurse now. Period.
The reason I even started with this organization was when I was in nursing school, they actually made us go to the day at the legislature and come to the KSNA conventions. And you know, when I started coming, I went 2 years in a row. I went my junior year and my senior year. My senior year, I was just like, I love this. I like seeing all the nurses come together and be cohesive, to be, you know, for one common goal, which is be an advocate for the patient. And not only an advocate for the patient, but also an advocate for ourselves. You know, this is a place where I feel, you know, coming to the KSNA and being a part of it, I feel this is a way that I can speak for the profession, and not only just for our profession, but for the patient. So that's the reason I started coming and started being involved with KSNA.